Good evening, Richmond County. Welcome to your Tuesday edition of Live at 5. I'm Kenny Melvin. This year's Memorial Day service was a little more solemn than most. Here were no speeches by elected officials, no ceremonial wreath layings, no hot dog lunch. In fact, there almost was no service at all. But there was a consensus that something should be done to honor those who made the ultimate sacrifice. VFW Post 4203 Commander Eddie Dean, along with Carlton Hawkins of American Legion Post 147 and Johnny Patrick of AMVETS Post 316, put a small ceremony together for Monday morning. The event was widely publicized due to COVID-19 restrictions, limiting mass gatherings to 25 people for outdoor events and 10 for indoors. But there were still a few people who came of their own accord. This was the 20th year Richmond County Veteran Organizations held a ceremony for those lost in battle. Normally the wreaths are placed across the road in Veterans Memorial Park by representatives of the different organizations accompanied by cadets from the Richmond Senior High School Army JROTC Raider Battalion. This year the wreaths were already in place before the ceremony began. While there were no speeches, Dean expressed disappointment that there were no elected officials in attendance. Dean also said he hopes restrictions will be lifted by November for the county's annual Veterans Day activities. One local retailer found a unique way to honor the fallen this Memorial Day. Lowe's Home Improvement placed peace lilies and a parking space reserved for Purple Heart recipients as a makeshift memorial on Monday. The space was also adorned with a wooden bucket of flowers and a U.S. American flag. Strong winds associated with a thunderstorm Friday afternoon toppled trees and power lines across Richmond County. The National Weather Service had issued a severe thunderstorm warning set to expire at 5:30 p.m., which is about the time the storm hit. More than 13,000 homes in the Sandhills and PD regions were left without power for the rest of the night and much of the next day. Duke Energy reported 110,000 customers were in the dark. PD Electric had a total of 3,312 customers. Out of 813 of those were in Richmond County, which was restored by around noon Saturday, according to a spokesperson. The Rockingham Fire Department responded to 21 calls in the wake of the storm. Chief Harold Isler said that there were 3 structural collapse calls. 2 were on Rockingham Road and the other was on East Washington Street Extension. There are also 13 power lines down across the city, in addition to trees blocking Old Salem Road, US 220 South, Mill Avenue, and Beaverwood Court. Isler said firefighters also responded to a wreck on Thomas Street where a car ran into a fallen tree. The power outage also resulted in a stalled elevator at the Fairfield Inn. In Hamlet, there was just 1 power line and minor limbs down, according to Assistant Chief Richard Lassiter. Cordova Fire and Rescue was only dispatched to cut trees that had fallen across Zion Church Road and Center Street, Chief Jeremy Chance said. In East Rockingham, there were only a few trees and lines down, but nothing serious, according to Chief Bill Bayless. The department responded to 4 calls, including a power line across from the IGA at the corner of Broadway and Sandhills Roads. Life has been anything but normal for the past 2 months, which caught us all blindsided. With the COVID-19 restrictions Governor Roy Cooper has set in place, people have been using creative ways to celebrate special occasions to keep some kind of normalcy in life. On Saturday, a drive-by baby shower took place in front of Bold Moves Dance Studio, which is located in downtown Rockingham. The shower was not only unique in the way it took place, but the event celebrated the soon coming arrival of 2 baby showers in one. Bold Moves owner Holly Howe and her husband Mark were being celebrated to welcome their first baby, Sullivan. Studio teacher Sarah Phillips and her husband Zach are expecting the arrival of their second baby, Lucy. Hal and Phillips are sisters who are due to have their babies 1 week apart. Dana Pope and Sandy Player decided to put it all together. Since they couldn't have a traditional baby shower, they decided a drive-by would be the perfect way, as it would allow everyone to be able to participate, including the children involved in dance. There was also a table set outside the studio, one side decorated for Lucy, the other side for Sullivan. People began arriving at 1 p.m. and drove by until about 3 o'clock. Some parked to visit and got out to drop off their gifts. President Donald Trump flummoxed officials in Charlotte while taking a partisan swipe at Governor Roy Cooper by suggesting the Republican National Convention may skip past North Carolina. Amid a string of tweets Monday about Memorial Day and the golf trips President Obama took while in office, Trump said he would relocate the August 24th, 27th nominating convention if Cooper failed to guarantee full attendance would be allowed to conventioneers. Trump said Cooper, a Democrat, needed to tell convention planners immediately if COVID-19 shutdown orders would prevent construction and investment plans in uptown Charlotte. If not, the president said they would seek another location. Some 50,000 delegates and other visitors are expected in Charlotte that week. Cooper Press Secretary Dory McMillan said the state would make no concessions. Local officials insisted Trump couldn't change plans unilaterally. Charlotte City Council member and Republican Ed Driggs told the Charlotte Observer the city's contract was with the GOP's Committee on Arrangements rather than with the White House or the Trump re-election campaign. Driggs also questioned if another city could host such a large event on a short notice. Charlotte Mayor Vi Lyles, a Democrat, backed the governor. At a May 16th press event held by video conference, RNC 2020 CEO Marsha Lee Kelly said by holding the nation's first mass event since the pandemic arrived, Charlotte would showcase the nation's readiness to rebound from COVID-19. The North Carolina High School Athletic Association announced via a press release Friday that it's beginning the next stages of helping return high school athletics as soon as possible. The press release comes days after states like Alabama and Georgia made public that football programs in those states can resume summer workouts starting June 1. Also, the NFHS, the nation's governing body of all high school athletic associations, released a 16-page document earlier this week outlining guidelines states should consider when beginning athletic play again. Since the coronavirus outbreak swept the nation earlier this spring, North Carolina hasn't had an active sports schedule since Friday, March 13. That includes games, practices, workouts, and in-person meetings. When we return, we'll have your Live at 5 weather report. It's coming up after the break, so stay tuned.
Locally owned and operated, One Stop Vape Shop is a place you'll want to check out. Whether you need vape supplies, signs, business cards, decals, or your chakras aligned, we have you covered. Our in-house print shop has quick turnaround time and is open 7 days a week. We offer a wide range of products including stones, herbs, pendants, CBD, kratom, and more. Visit us at 939 East Broad Avenue in Rockingham.
She gets her soccer skills from her mom, her sense of humor from her dad, and her drugs from her home medicine cabinet. Over half of misused medication comes from family and friends. Talk to your children about the dangers of prescription drug misuse. Secure your medication, take regular inventory to ensure nothing is missing, and properly dispose of expired or unused medication. Be aware. Don't share. Lock your meds.
At Richmond County Hospice, we strive to provide high-quality care to our patients and their families. Whether it's the incredible hospitality at the Haven House or from the comfort of your own home, you can count on Hospice to be there for you. We also offer monthly grief support groups, and our chaplain will be there to hold your hand in prayer. Through our amazing staff and our volunteers, Hospice has made difficult times easier for our community. Call the number on your screen if you feel that you or your loved one may benefit from our services. Richmond County Hospice. Peace, comfort, dignity. Hometown heroes? Well, maybe. When it comes to backyard comfort and no pesky mosquitoes, call Brown Termite and Pest Control at 910-895-6410 or 910-276-8870. Their team of superheroes can take back control of your paradise. That's 910-895-6410 today.
JC's in Rockingham has you covered for used appliances, parts, trailers, and storage. We have one of the largest selections of reconditioned washers, dryers, and refrigerators in the Sand Hills, and we offer free delivery to residents inside Richmond County. Come check out our variety of trailers for any hauling job and our storage buildings for the things you need out of the weather or house. We also carry parts and accessories for appliances, trailers, truck beds, and can order the things you need. That's JC's on South Hancock Street in Rockingham.
Do you want a healthcare career? Certified medical assistants are multi-skilled healthcare professionals capable of completing administrative and clerical tasks, making them a valuable member of the healthcare team at medical clinics, doctors' offices, and other healthcare facilities. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, the employment of medical assistants is projected to grow 23% over the next 8 years, much faster than the national average. At Richmond Community College, our medical assisting students are trained in our cutting-edge Simulation Learning Center, giving them hands-on experience with high-fidelity mannequins that simulate real-life patient interaction. In addition to clinical skills, our students also receive instruction in scheduling appointments, coding, processing insurance accounts, billing, collections, and medical transcription. Complete the medical assisting program in just 2 years and start your lifelong career today. Visit www.richmondcc.edu To learn more about enrolling in the medical assisting program at Richmond Community College, or call 910-410-1700.
McNair Auto Sales is the place to buy your pre-owned car, truck, or van. To be the best, it takes big selection, friendly staff, and great pricing. We guarantee a no-hassle buying experience, and financing is available right on site. So come see us today. We're located at 1026 East Broad Avenue in Rockingham. And remember, with over 40 years of experience, you know McNair is the name you can trust.
Your Live at 5 weather report is brought to you by RO Yellow, Richmond County's new online business directory. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Hope you had a wonderful 3-day weekend and you had some time to enjoy maybe a cookout with your family, or doing the best you can with the limited number of people that can be around with everything going on with COVID-19. But nonetheless, hope you had a great weekend. And as we get into tonight, we're expecting to see a pretty solid evening. That's what we're seeing pretty much all day today. Now, I know Friday we had a mess of rain, as we talked about earlier in the show, but right now it's looking really great. For the moment it is. That rain's not quite done yet, but for now, 7 o'clock, 74 degrees. At 9 o'clock will be 69 degrees. We got sunset at 8:24 p.m. with a waxing crescent moon phase. Now, talking about that rain coming in tomorrow, as we see, we got a lot of it on the way across the entire Sand Hills all day long, 100% chance. Starting in Fayetteville, there'll be a high of 76 and a low of 69. Rayford will be seeing a high of 76 and a low of 68. Laurinburg will be seeing a high of 76 and a low of 68 as well. Down in Lumberton, there'll be a high of 77 and a low of 71. Up in Southern Pines, there'll be a high of 74 and a low of 66. Ellerby, high of 74, low of 66 as well. You can see the temperatures are really tight together. For across Sand Hills, not a lot of change in where they are. Waysboro will be seeing a high of 74, low of 66. Bennettsville will be seeing a high of 76 and a low of 68. Now, taking a look at the 7-day forecast, you see we're not doing just rain tomorrow, but for the next couple of days, in fact 5 to be exact, we're seeing at least a 40% chance for the most part across the next 5 days. And then they turn into thunderstorms on Thursday. But Wednesday, it'll be a high of 75 and a low of 66. Thursday, which will be the hottest day of the next 7 days, be a high of 84 and a low of 70. And then on Friday, thunderstorms continue on with a high of 79 and a low of 68. Saturday will be a high of 82. Our other day of the 80s will be a high of 82, low of 65. And then on Sunday, thunderstorms should be gone by then with a high of 77 and a low of 58. And then looking at Monday, that's where we get back to sunshine and clouds again. High of 73, low of 56. And on Tuesday, it'll be a high of 76 and a low of 60. So, and you can see we got a lot of thunderstorms on the way, but hopefully it won't be too terrible as what we saw on Friday. We had thousands without power across Sand Hills. Hopefully that doesn't happen with these storms coming up, and hopefully they don't last all day long. As we saw on Friday, we had a relatively moderate chance of thunderstorms, and they only popped up for just a little bit there in the evening, and then it went away really quickly. So if we're going to see, I mean, we have a 100% chance of thunderstorms, for example. Most likely it's going to happen throughout the day, but not all day long. It's just that chance is always there, so be prepared. So you might go all day without any rain whatsoever until the end of the day, like we saw Friday. So just keep in mind that even though you may have seen all day long without rain, it can still be on the way and still very well hit hard. So we're going to keep monitoring these storms as it comes along. We'll keep you updated on it here at Live at 5, and we'll let you know if it gets any worse than what it is currently anticipating. So that's going to do it for Live at 5 weather report and for tonight's edition of Live at 5. Of course, for the latest news, sports, and events happening here in Richmond County, you can always visit richmondobserver.com, or you can download the free RO app for your mobile devices. For the Live at 5 crew, I'm Russell Parker. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good night, Richmond County.